Hello, beautiful. I'm Reese from Yes Supply, and today what I'm going to be doing is helping you put a goal into your future. Have you ever set out to work on a goal, but then told yourself, well, what if I do all of this work and then it doesn't work out how I want it? That means I've done all this work for nothing. The reason why that happens is because you don't have the goal that you want to achieve in your future. Even though you can see a vision for what you want, for some reason you feel like that's not on its way to you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to fix that by putting that future goal in your timeline, because we all know with manifestation that the universe can pull to you circumstances and opportunities to make your dreams come true. But you still have to take the inspired action. You still have to meet the universe halfway and take action on the physical plane. For example, if you want to launch a business and your business needs a website in order to sell, even though the universe can send you tons of excited customers and clients, if you haven't created a product to sell or you haven't put up a website to get yourself out there, then the universe can't help meet you halfway. So it is important that you do the work, and instead of thinking, what if I do all this work and nothing works out, you say, I have to do this work so that it can work out, because I know that when I take the time and I put the effort in, all the circumstances that need to happen on the other end of the spectrum that might be seen as out of my control can now come and be attracted into my life. So I'm very excited to show you what I'm going to be teaching you today. A lot of the time we have big goals for ourselves. We have big dreams, things that we want to create. But sometimes you might not take action on it because you don't see it as a future that you can have. The reason for that is because when you think about your future, what you think about is something different than the future that it is you want to create. But there's no need to do that. You are in charge of your future. You are in charge of what you create. And so what you can easily do is, instead of thinking about a future that doesn't excite you, where you're not making the money that you want or having the success that you want, you can instead visualize yourself moving towards the future that you do want. The future where you act the way that you want, where you have what you want, where you have the financial freedom, where you have the friendships and relationships that you want. And when you know that that future is coming to you, when you know that it's just a few years away from you, or maybe even a few months away from you, then subconsciously, your subconscious mind will know that it's coming to you, and it will look for clues, actions, opportunities, relationships to help you get there quicker. And that's a big reason why some people achieve effortless success. It's because in their future, in their timeline, they know that they have an amazing future coming to them, and so they attract that. And we're going to do the exact same thing for you today. So this is called setting a goal and putting it into your future, or putting it into a timeline. So you might be wondering, why does Reese keep talking about her timeline, and what is that? So your timeline is essentially how you store your memories, how you think of your past, and also how you think about your future. So how people store their timeline of their entire life is actually like a line that you can picture. And so what I'm going to do with you right now, before we put this goal into your future, is I'm going to help you discover your very own timeline, which is really, really cool. Now, of course, this is always great to do with an actual NLP practitioner or somebody who knows timeline therapy, but it's totally okay to do on your own as well. So let's go ahead and discover your timeline. I'm really excited for you guys to do this. It's really awesome. So I have a feeling, if I were to ask your unconscious mind, where is your future and where is your past, that you'd point in a certain direction, like front to back, side to side, up and down, or in some direction in relationship to your body. Now, it's not your conscious, logical, thought out answer that I want. It's your natural, unconscious answer that I want, your first impulse. So if I were to ask your unconscious mind, where is your future? What direction would you point? So just point wherever you're feeling like your unconscious mind is telling you where your future is. Beautiful. When you've done that, now where is your past? Just point out where your past is. And now that you've done that, notice that those directions imply a line. If you're a little unsure, then what you can do is ask yourself a couple of questions. Now, whatever you've just come up with, that is most likely right, because your subconscious mind will answer things for you that you might not logically think about. But if you're listening to this right now and you're like, oh, I'm not that sure, then what I want you to ask yourself is, can you remember something that happened a week ago? Good. Now notice where that memory comes from. Or remember something that happened a month ago and notice where that memory comes from. Wherever that is, that's where you see your past. And now that you've figured out the past, now let's think about the future. Can you think of something that will happen in a week? Good. Where does that memory come from? And can you think of something that will happen in a month? Good. That, you will notice, implies a line, and that line is your timeline. And there's lots of really exciting things that you can do using your timeline. You can go all the way back into your past, even through past generations and past lives, and figure out if you have any, emotional blocks, anything that's happened in the past that might be traumatic that's holding you back from doing something in your future. But what we're going to be doing today is going into your future and putting a goal in your future so you feel like you are always steering your ship towards that. Before we do that though, let's just go for a little adventure on your timeline. So what I'd like for you to do now is just go ahead and close your eyes and think of your timeline. Now, when I say timeline, I don't only mean something you see, because in a moment I'm going to ask you to float above it. And by float, I also mean as sound waves float on the wind, or as you might float in a pool or a bathtub. However you imagine your timeline is just perfect, because it's yours. So go ahead and just float above your timeline, making sure to look through your own eyes instead of seeing your own self floating. Now, staying up above your timeline, I'd like you to just turn around and face the past. Just turn so you're facing the past and just float back into the past. At the unconscious level, there is no concept of time, so your unconscious can take you there as quickly as it likes. You can take as much or as little time as you'd like. Just go ahead and float right back into the past as far as you'd like, and give me a nod when you're there. Good. Now go ahead and turn around back towards now, facing the future, and just go ahead and float right out into the future. Remember, at the unconscious level, there is no concept of time, so you can take as much or as little time as you'd like. Just go ahead and float right into the future as far as you'd like, and give me a nod when you're there. Good. Now turn around and face now, so you're facing back into the past. And now I want you to float way up into the air. In fact, float so high that your entire timeline seems to be only an inch long. And when you're there, just go ahead and float all the way back down into now. Just float right back into now and come back into the room. Beautiful. So that was your first adventure on your timeline, and that's always really fun to discover. And you can actually learn a lot because your subconscious mind stores all of your memories of your past. So you can go in there to figure out if there's a certain limiting belief or something that's holding you back from achieving the success that you want. And I've done timeline therapy with some of my one-on-one clients and have seen incredible results, helping people get rid of the feeling of not feeling good enough or feeling like they need to look a certain way to be successful. So many different things live deep inside your timeline. I've helped people overcome fear and anger using these techniques, and it's absolutely amazing. So before you even put this goal into your timeline, into your future, I want you to really know exactly what is it that your goal is. So if you want for this, you can create a SMART goal for a different area of your life, whether it's business, money, relationships, health, whatever it is. Just focus on one goal as we do this, okay? And so ask yourself, is this goal a SMART goal? Okay, is it specific? So instead of just saying I want to make more money or I want to lose weight, is it very specific? So saying I want to make $10,000 a month, or I want to weigh 130 pounds, whatever that specific measurable goal is. And that's the second part of setting a SMART goal. The second part for the M is measurable. So is it measurable? Is it an exact number that you can count up to so that you will know for sure when you have achieved it? That's a huge part of it. The next part of setting a SMART goal is the A, which stands for achievable. And this is where it gets a little bit fuzzy because some people say, oh, well, it has to be achievable for you and where you currently are and what's going on in your life. But I don't believe in that. I believe that if you have a certain desire, something that you want to accomplish, something that you want to do, it is 100% achievable. It does not matter where you are now. If you told me a couple of years ago when I worked in retail and I was folding sweaters all day and I didn't have a business degree and I didn't come from a long line of entrepreneurs or anything like that, that in a couple of years I would be traveling the world, have a membership with hundreds of women, be inspiring, over 30,000 people on Instagram alone, would be speaking at Girl Boss Rally, would have 5-figure clients and be making 6 figures in my business. If you told me that, I would have thought, well, that's not achievable. I can't make $100,000 until I'm like 40 or something, right? Like, it really achievable is up to you. So whatever you think about, you can create. Okay? Don't look at the outside world or outside results as a meter stick for what you can create. Instead, if you can think about it in your mind, if you can imagine it, if you can feel as if it's real, if you can see it in your mind, that is the true test to if you can do it. If you can see it in your mind, then it can become real, okay? Because there are so many different magic ways that things can come to you. Opportunities will pop up that you might not have even known can come. And how it will come to you is from you believing in what it is that you want to accomplish, from you having good intentions, a good heart, doing everything out of love and a place of positivity, knowing that your success is for the greater good, and taking inspired action. So when you get those little nudges, those little boosts of inspiration to do something incredible, do it, okay? Don't let the fear or the doubt get to you. Just do it, because it's those little nudges that are actually sending you exact instructions for you to follow in order for you to create that life of your dreams. So think of the universe as your order form. If you walk into a restaurant and you order something off the menu, think of the universe as the, waiter or the restaurant that's going to send you whatever it is that you order. But it doesn't know what your tastes are. It doesn't know who you are. It doesn't play favorites. It doesn't know what you like. So if you walk into that restaurant and you order lima beans, which I think lima beans are gross, by the way. So if you walk into that restaurant and you order lima beans and you order black licorice and you order, what else? Just like caffeine-free Diet Coke or something like that. If you just order all the stuff that doesn't taste very good or isn't good for you, that's what the universe is going to bring. That's what your waiter is going to bring, because that's what you asked for. So don't focus on what you don't want. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on what you do want. Walk into that restaurant and order exactly what it is that you want. Order the financial freedom that you want. Order the lifestyle that you want. Order the happiness that you want, the joy, the friendships, the relationships. Keep that on your mind. Focus on it, because anything that you want is achievable. The best opportunities and people can just flow into your life without you even, knowing where it's going to come from. That's how miracles occur. The next one in SMART goals is realistic, and that's pretty much exactly the same thing. So is it realistic? What is realistic? Okay, what is realistic? Things can change in an instant. As long as you are taking big action, you can have big results. So that's really what I have to say about that. And the last letter in SMART goals is the T, and the T stands for timely. So with that, it means putting a time on it. So in a perfect world, I always like to ask, what would you ask for if you knew the answer was going to be yes? So in a perfect world, this goal that you have pictured in your mind, when do you want to achieve it? Is it March 2018? Is it June 2018? Is it April 2019? Is it December 2020? Is it next week? Is it in an hour? Know the exact specific time, because you need to be really, really specific for your own goals for yourself, so you know how soon to take action and you set deadlines for yourself, and also for the universe so it can bring what you are ordering. A perfect example of someone who's an amazing manifester is Jim Carrey, and I'm just lately obsessed with Jim Carrey. He's absolutely incredible. But he has this great story of how he wrote himself a check for $10,000 and dated it. And it was either the exact date or a couple days before, a couple days after that. Oh, did I say 10,000? I meant 10 million. So he wrote himself a check for $10 million. And then around that time that he wrote on the check, he found out that he was going to be playing in the Mask movie and Ace Ventura movie and Dumb and Dumber, and he was going to make $10 million. Okay, so it is possible for you, and the universe will send you whatever you are ordering, but you must have your intention on that and stay positive and high vibe. And we all can see that Jim Carrey is a very high vibe person. He's always laughing, and he's always making other people laugh too. So you stay in a good mood, enjoy this life that you have. Don't wait until you get to the outcome to be happy. Decide to be happy right now, and the reasons, the results of you being happy will show up. The evidence will show up. So now what I want you to do, now that you know what that goal is that you want to achieve, I want you to ask yourself, what is the very last thing that will happen to let you know that you've got this goal? Okay, so for example, if you had a certain health or fitness goal, the very last thing that might happen for you to know that you achieved the goal is that maybe you can fit into a certain pair of jeans, or you're going to the gym a certain amount of days, or you have more energy and you can jump out of bed at 5:30 in the morning, whatever that is. If the goal has to do with finances or having a certain business, what is the very last thing that will happen so that you know that you've achieved this goal? So if it's a certain business, maybe the very last thing that will happen is that you have customers and clients who are saying how great your products and services are. Or you open up your online banking and you see a certain number in your bank account, and that's how you know that you've achieved the financial freedom and the business success that you want. When you know what that is, I want you to create an internal representation of it. So I want you to see yourself living that life. If you have, your dream house and you're opening up your online banking and seeing a number with a whole lot of zeros and commas on the end, see yourself sitting in your living room wearing a beautiful, luxurious dress and opening up your brand new, beautiful, expensive laptop and looking at how much is in your bank account and feeling really good about it. And opening up your email and seeing emails from clients and customers saying how much you're helping them and how much you're transforming their lives and changing their lives. And think about how you will feel, and feel that feeling too. So feel that good vibe, that sense of pride that you've made it, that you've done it, that you're fulfilled, that everything that you've ever wanted is now here in the present moment. You're inspired, you're energized, you feel like a goddess. You feel like an artist, you feel creative, you know that whatever you set your intention to, you can achieve, you feel powerful. So I want you to feel that inside. Be that woman right now. Feel that happening to you right now. Look around the room that you're in and see it happening to you. I want you to be within your body as this is happening. So feel it. It's already real. You're already wearing that beautiful outfit. Your hair is already styled the way that you want it to. You already have the laptop. You already have the house. You already have the business, the friendships, the cars, whatever it is. You already have those things. They're real for you. And whatever that picture is that you see, I want you to see that picture as a little bit brighter. I want you to see that picture as nice and bright. If that picture seems a little far away, I want you to bring that picture really, really close to you. So that picture of you being glamorous, living your fulfilled life, working with those amazing clients, knowing that you're doing an amazing job, or having those incredible customers who love your products and services, or having those incredible relationships where people just love you and they're trustful relationships and happy relationships. I want you to feel that as if it's already real. I want you to be there and know that that is you right now. I want you to know that it has already happened to you. And see that picture bright. See it in full color. So see yourself doing it and see it in full color. And it's close to you. And you can hear the sounds. And you can feel the feelings. And know that it is real. And then what I want you to do is, now that you're sitting there inside your body, what I want you to do is step outside of your body and look at yourself as if you are watching a movie of your amazing life, this amazing life that you live, where you've achieved that goal, you've achieved that health goal, that fitness goal, that money goal, that business goal, that relationship goal. Whatever it is, I want you to watch yourself in that movie of your life and know that it is real, but you are seeing it from the outside. And now that you have this picture of this beautiful, amazing, incredible life that you're creating, what I want you to do is remember the timeline that you created, that timeline of your future life. So I want you to take this amazing picture of your beautiful life, and I want you to take it above your timeline that we've created. And now I want you to energize this picture of your dream life with 4 life breaths. So breathe in and out deeply. And when you are breathing life and energizing your life force and your life energy into this vision for your life. So just now, take deep breaths. Just go and breathe that life into your beautiful dream life. Again, you are breathing life and energy and force and source energy into your beautiful dream life you are creating. You are making it real. You are making this vision, this beautiful visualization real. And one more. And now that you've breathed in life into this beautiful representation of what your life is becoming, I want you to take this picture and float out into the future, right to the date that you've created for this goal. And I want you to drop this vision into your timeline right on that date for that goal. You can see it, you can feel it, you are there. It is that exact date. Say that date to yourself now out loud. It is now, and say that date. And see yourself on that date, feeling those feelings, having those emotions, having all those beautiful things, feeling those experiences, having those opportunities. This is your real life. And now what you will see, now that you know that on this exact date that you've specified, this is your life, you will see your rest of your timeline reevaluating, shifting, changing in reaction to this beautiful new event. See it all happening in front of you. And you can feel it. And know that the change happens in both directions. So things leading up to it are going to shift and change to make this all possible for you. Opportunities are going to come into your life. People are going to come into your life. You're going to be brave. You're going to be strong. When you get a spark of inspiration to do something that seems a little crazy, you're going to do it because you know that that is a little nudge from the universe showing you the way, showing you how to get what you want. And the change will happen from the future onwards from that point. Feel that change, feel that life, feel that dream, feel that visualization. And remember this incredible feeling, because I want you to start feeling like it now, being in the energy of it now. When you're ready, I want you to come back into now. I want you to come back into now, and I want you to know that your beautiful future is manifesting. It's already on its way to you. The opportunities, the friendships, the situations, the resources, it's all zooming on its way to you. And now all you have to do is just be in the energy of it. Have fun, take leaps, do what you're meant to do, be the biggest, brightest version of yourself. Be a muse and know that you are creating something great. You are inspired and you are inspiring. You are beautiful and you can do everything and anything that you want. And now let go of this picture and know that it is manifesting in your reality. And remember to ask for what you want and to only take yes for an answer. Now open your eyes. This was so much fun, creating a beautiful, smart goal with you and putting it into your timeline, into your future, and seeing it manifest. I'm very excited to hear about all your exciting wins. And be sure to use this technique as much as you would like for all of the different goals that you have. And what you're doing now is using your subconscious mind for you to help you get closer to your goals effortlessly and giving you the energy to make it happen. I love you so much and I'm so excited for you.